From David Beckham's redemptions to a free kick so wild that had scientists all over the world studying that goal for years, these are the 10 craziest free kicks in football history. Alright, so check this out. It's 2017 and Neymar pulls off a stunner that skyrockets him to becoming the priciest player in football. Now, Barcelona is facing PSG in the Champions League, and let me tell you, they were down 4-0 after getting trounced in Paris. Everyone's thinking it's game over for Barca because, no one had ever come back from a 4-goal deficit in the history of the competition. But hold up, Neymar wasn't having it. The dude's on a mission, so they're playing the second leg of the round of 16 and my man Neymar drops 3 assists like it's nobody's business. There is a free kick just outside the box, and with Messi around, everyone's expecting him to step up. But Neymar was feeling super fly that evening. He snatches the ball from Messi and places it down like he owns the joint, and chaos ensues. You can feel the confusion in the air, the place goes dead silent, and then BAM! Neymar unleashes a free kick that has the whole Camp Nou going absolutely bananas. Insane stuff, man. Reminds me of that insane free kick by Marcus Rashford. So, in 2020, our homeboy Marcus Rashford brings the swerve game to a whole new level. United was facing off against Chelsea in the FA Cup, both teams hungry for that qualification spot. The game's tense, lacking excitement, until United gets a free kick from what feels like miles out. I'm telling you, it's so far that Chelsea decides to go with just 3 dudes in the back instead of the standard 4-man wall. Big mistake, man. Because my man Rashford's already locked onto his target. The moment he lets that ball rip, it's an instant classic. A knuckleball swerve that's pure magic. You can bet Rashford was channeling his inner CR7, probably binge-watching videos of the GOAT Cristiano Ronaldo back in 2009, when he was dropping missile-like free kicks in North London during his first stint at United. This also reminds me of Dmitri Payet. Alright, let me take you back to 2016 when Dmitri Payet was straight up owning the streets, man. Peak Dmitri P was the dude ruling the Barclays Premier League. Throughout his career, he pulled off some colossal moments, but nothing, and I mean nothing, beats that one insane goal against Crystal Palace. So my man Dimitri's just outside the area, and the angle's so close it looks like taking a shot is out of the question. Teammates are hanging around the box, and it seems like a short pass into play. But hold up, it's Dmitri Payet we're talking about. You should have known better. As soon as he takes that strike, it's like a movie scene you replay over and over. The goal was absolute madness. And that's just Payet doing what he does best. Speaking of crazy goals, let me hit you with a scoop on that Ronaldo's goal against Arsenal. Back in 2009, my man Ronaldo was rocking the United kit in the Champions League semis against Arsenal, but let me tell you, both teams were fully aware of what's on the line. Win this, and you've got a golden ticket to the final. Now, everyone knows CR7 is the danger man for United. So every time he gets the ball, Arsenal's got players practically glued to him. Here's the wild part. United wins a foul closer to the halfway line than to the goal. And people were straight up stunned when they saw Ronaldo step up to take it. It looks too far, man. I'm talking 40 yards out, and Arsenal's like, alright, only 2 in the wall. But Ronaldo wasn't messing around. My man sends a missile straight into the North London net. The whole scene was just crazy, and that's the legend of CR7, leaving North London in awe with that awesome free kick. Back in the day, this OG had one of the world's best teams in a chokehold during the 2002 World Cup quarter-final. England versus Brazil. The hype was through the roof. England had ballers like Beckham, Scholes, and Lampard, while Brazil boasted the Samba squad with legends like Ronaldinho, R9, and Rivaldo. You'd think with that talent it'd be like a tough match, but it took Ronaldinho just 3 minutes to set things on fire. Brazil gets a free kick in the English half, and as Ronaldinho lines up, it looks like a cross is coming. But hey, these Samba guys move different, and when he sees the goalie off his line, it's game over. Sean was stunned with the Brazilian Samba magic in full flow. Here's the crazy thing. Ronaldinho isn't the only Brazilian wizard when it comes to insane free kicks. His fellow compatriot Roberto Carlos was a guy whose free kicks were so mind-boggling that scientists worldwide were holding conferences to decode the madness. Brazil facing off against France in 1997, and just minutes into the game, Brazil gets a free kick nearly 40 yards from the goal. Now, you'd think nobody in the stadium would be nuts enough to take a shot from there, but Roberto Carlos is Brazilian, and logic doesn't apply. He lines up, takes a long run-up, and what unfolds is straight up unexplainable. The swerve on that ball is beyond crazy. I'm talking so crazy that scientists from Spain and Brazil, along with data analysts worldwide, formed a league of their own to unravel the physics behind Carlos's legendary goal. Now let me tell you about David Beckham's dead ball that's a whole life-changing saga. So, it's the final 2002 World Cup qualifier against Greece, and England's captain Becks is under max pressure. They gotta secure at least a point to qualify, and in the final minutes they were down 1-0. Fans were losing it, World Cup dreams on the line. Then boom! Beckham gets a free kick in the perfect spot outside the box, and this mission becomes personal. 4 years back, he got the blame for England's round of 16 exit, and now, this was his chance at redemption. As he strikes it, Beckham knows this dead ball is his ticket to make things right. Unbelievable! You can't spread this stuff. Beckham's goal literally sends a country to the World Cup. Crazy, right? Beckham might have pulled off his magic in a qualifier, but Messi? Oh man, he cranked up in a Champions League showdown. It was a golazo from over 30 yards out in a crucial clash between Barcelona and Liverpool in the semis. Messi's on a mission, aiming for goal 700 for Barca, and trust me, he was different gravy that evening. After Barca goes up 2-0, Messi's sitting on 699 goals and everyone's holding their breath. He wins a foul from Joe Gomez 30 yards out, the stadium goes silent, and you can practically hear a pin drop. Messi, with that iconic pose, takes a deep breath and bam! Feel magic. Imagine hitting your 700th career goal with a free kick from 30 yards out. Can't make that stuff up. This goal hits one of the biggest milestones of Messi's legendary career. And now on to the other GOAT, Ronaldo. So it was Portugal versus Spain in the 2018 World Cup opener. With 87 nail-biting minutes gone, Portugal's down 3-2 in a thriller. Ronaldo's already bagged a brace, but Spain's been relentless in taking the lead twice. Now, if Portugal doesn't score, it's game over. The clock hits 88 minutes and Ronaldo steps up for a free kick. He knows the entire country's hopes are riding on this moment. Taking a deep breath, he strikes that signature CR7 free kick pose and morphs into Captain Clutch, slamming in a World Cup hat-trick to rescue his team. Almost as impressive as the team itself, talking about pulling off the unthinkable. And talking about the unthinkable brings us to Zidane's free kick versus Spain. Zinedine Zidane, the legend himself, pulled off some magic against Spain, echoing the greatness of that iconic Paris night. Picture this, Ribéry cancels out a penalty, courtesy of Vieira, and then Zizou steps up for a free kick. Vintage Zidane style, man. With his 34-year-old birth certificate, my man still delivered a gem. Setting up Vieira for a goal that screams Highbury glory. Injury time rolls around, but Zidane isn't done. He adds a third, a cruel twist for Spain. The whole thing left the Spanish side scratching their heads. Zizou, proving age is just a number, dishes out a performance that's nothing short of high-class football artistry. Legend on the field and a great supporter of our channel. If you want to be as cool as him, hit that subscribe button and welcome to the team. Cheers!